Oh, good. It's got this delayed reaction thing where sometimes it shows me staring at the screen and I'm waiting for it to say that it's officially live. I know it's a little bit weird. Okay, this is for Pisces people for July 2019 for love and relationships. This is a reading for you Pisces people that are actually in relationships or like really, really getting to know someone. If you happen to be single and you may be interested in someone, you may want to check out the Pisces single reading, which is also on my channel. But this is one for Pisces rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, for love and relationships and relationships that you're already in. So we'll see what comes out. I'm going to do a 6-card spread using the spiral deck, and I may pick clarifiers. So hopefully this will be a decent reading, and it may or may not resonate. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, or it just may not be your reading, or it could be exactly your reading. It's really hard to tell sometimes. Okay. This is for Pisces, rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars. Ooh, nice, you guys. For July 2019. And you pick your 6 cards. Oh, those two came out together. It's fascinating to me how the same sign for singles and couples will have a lot of the same cards. Wow. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you your 6 placements. The first placement ended up with 2 cards that popped out together. And then I'll start reading after I show you the cards. You have the 9 of Wands in with the Knight of Swords. The 6 of Cups. The Knight of Wands. You have 2 knights in here that are polar opposites. The 4 of Swords. The 6 of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my fingers to cooperate and hold these properly. Okay, so this is where you've either already been recently with your relationship, or this is what you're coming out of, or this may be even presently what you're dealing with in the relationship. It looks a lot better in the future, you guys. For those of you Pisceans that are in relationships, it looks as if possibly recently you have hit a wall in the relationship where there was possibly a lot of arguments. You may have felt as though you needed to stand your ground. Perhaps your partner got a little bit too argumentative or a little too harsh with their words, or just, I'm even getting for some of you, your partner is kind of pressing you to say certain things or agree to certain things, or to get something out of you verbally, or to even guide you a little bit too much. It may be that your partner, for whatever reasons, has been extremely impatient with you. Maybe they want this relationship to move faster than you're ready for, or they're they're just too combative with their words, or something about the way that they communicate with you rubs you the wrong way, where you feel as if you're being needled or you're being pressed or you're being pressured verbally or mentally, or they're impatient in general. And you have possibly had to stand your ground and say, hey, I need a break from this for a little bit to get my energy back. Something about this may have sapped you of your energy, where it started to make you feel extremely exhausted and you weren't really sure how you felt. And so you've had to rest a lot in order to, or take a break from the relationship temporarily. Even if you're in a relationship, unless you actually live together, even if you live together, you may have hidden out in the garden or in your bedroom or gone out away from the relationship to just get some mental peace and make sense out of things. If you don't live with your partner, you may have taken a small break, like maybe 3 days or a week off from your partner to just get back in tune with yourself again and rest. It may even be that for some of you, you are pressing your partner for an answer on something. Maybe you need to hear certain words, or you need something to do with maybe your partner's too silent, or it's hard to know what they're thinking or what's really going on with them. And so you may have been pressing your partner to open up more, or to give you an answer, or to get clarity about something. But then you may have realized that you were pressing things a little bit too hard, and you may have taken a step back and really thought, I'm getting a lot of deep thinking and processing over, okay, maybe I need to have patience, or maybe I need to lay low for a little bit and just let them be. And then maybe the words will come on their own eventually without me pressing for them. Or it may even simply be that this relationship is a little too abrasive with communication, and you've just taken a step back to kind of get clear with yourself and to ensure that your boundaries are being respected. Either that, or your partner is being overly, or not overly, just adamant about boundaries. And this has possibly caused you to take a step back and say, maybe there's something about this situation that I need to learn from. It may even be that for some of you, you're just too busy with lots of things. You may have a job in communications where you have to deal with difficult people over the phone all day long, and you end up going home feeling exhausted. And something about this is interfering with the relationship, or this could be your partner too. It doesn't have to be a job with communications, answering the phone, but that's just an example. You might have a high stress job, or a job where you have to deal with a lot of people, and somehow this is sapping your energy where you're too tired to really cultivate your relationship. And so you have definitely realized that you need to use your boundaries more on what you will or will not withstand or deal with. With energy, vampiric people that just like drama, subconsciously speaking here, where they create drama, you're realizing that this is taking your energy away from you, and you're learning how to use your boundaries more in communication with people, where you're not letting these people sap your energy so much anymore. And so this is excellent, you guys. I'm actually going to pull, well, I'll read it the way that it is, and then I'll probably pull a clarifier. So in the future, in July, I'm guessing that this is, time is fluid, so it's hard to tell with the time train on how things are going to play out with timing. But this is either present or past. This is probably the first 2 weeks of July, and then the last placement is the last 2 weeks of July. That's what I'm shooting for anyway. So in the future, in the beginning of July, it looks as though you're in a relationship with a soulmate that feels very comfortable to you, like you have known them before in past lifetimes, or something about them is extremely familiar to you. And it may even be that for some of you, you're wanting to go back to how things used to be in the relationship But with the Six of Wands in here, this is saying you will have success. There will be a successful, how do I put it? It's like when you are in a soulmate relationship with someone where you do have a deep bond with each other. All relationships have fluctuations in them where sometimes you forget how special each other is, or you forget to honor the connection in the relationship, or you get distracted, but it looks as if it's coming back to life again and you're feeling much more like there's more romance than there was before. There's more of an emotional connection than there was before. You guys are having a lot of success with feeling like you can hold hands again. I don't really know how else to put it. It's like maybe you have gotten a little too distant from each other in one way or another, and now you're making sure that you spend quality time with each other that has nothing to do with your regular ordinary day life. Maybe you're choosing to take more walks together, or to sit by a fire together, or make food together. Just do those things that help nurture the connection that you have with your partner. There may even be some kind of a breakthrough thing in the relationship that comes from somebody from the past. Maybe there's been some arguments about success, or about money, or about your wants of what you want to create for each other. If you notice in this picture, they're looking at a house, and the background that they're looking at is in black and white. This almost looks like they're reviewing the past, or they're looking back on the past that they've had together. It may be that you guys have a dream, or you want to go back to that feeling of home, or the feeling of that you can build what you wish for in your lives together. But something is happening. You both might run into a mutual friend that you've had from a long time ago that gives you a breakthrough opportunity that can enable you to have more success, external success. I'm talking like, I don't know, a better job that pays more money, or you find some land that's super cheap, that's gorgeous and has water on it, or whatever it happens to be. It feels as if the two of you, instead of looking back, you're looking towards the future. It may be that you're looking back a little bit too much and you need to look towards the future. This couple is looking back. This person on the horse is looking fully forward. And so it is important to nurture the dreams that you two once had together, and the connection that you once had together. Not that it's gone away or something, but balance that out with looking towards the future here. If you look towards the future, you'll have more success in this relationship than if you look towards the past. In the past, there's one cup that has fallen over. There's emotional stability from the past down here with the 4. And then there's the Ace of Cups up here, which is a chance for a new rebirth in the relationship. But there's still this cup that has spilled. There may be some disappointments, or things haven't been quite what you thought they would be, or there's been things that happened in the past that caused some loss. But rather than looking back on the past, I'm getting specifically, you need to think successfully, and you need to think about your mutual goals that you have together and move fully forward, and believe that you can have a successful rebirth in the relationship where you're both on the same page, or where you can work out any differences that you have. So let me pull a clarifier to go with this. Okay. Yeah. You have the 5 of Cups and the Tower. What in the world has happened in the past? Or what in the world is happening now? It's either this is total transformation and change. Because you have this 6 of Wands with this, I'm not reading this as the destruction of a relationship, but it definitely is saying something needs to transform, and something to do with past losses. This could be emotional losses in the actual relationship. This could be losses as in you lost your house together, or you lost your job, or you lost something. And this has affected you as a couple. But it is saying, again, don't look at the past. Don't focus on the past. If you really want things to get better or the relationship to survive or for you to become stronger in the relationship, looking at what has fallen apart or what has not worked out is not going to help. If you look at, I'm getting that for some of you watching, you too, it's not in the relationship, it's something that you two have had to deal with. Maybe, I don't know, some hypothetical scenarios could be your child has become severely ill, or you all of a sudden have in laws that you have to take care of, or you lost the mortgage on your house, or something like that has fallen apart and it has put strain on the relationship. For some of you, this could actually be something that has gone on in the relationship. But with this Five of Cups, if you notice, she's tossing the Three Cups away in loss, disgust, disappointment, but she still has the Two of Cups behind her that are still standing. I'm getting your connection with your partner is extremely karmic and strong and a soulmate relationship where you do have a deep emotional bond between the two of you, but for whatever reasons, there's been some really difficult things that have happened. So if you want to survive and for things to get dramatically better from hard times, you need to focus on those two cups instead of the three that have fallen. And I'm getting it's really up to you two on how this goes. It could cause things to fall apart, or it could cause things to get extremely much, much better, where you feel excited about the future. So in the future, at the end of July, you have the Knight of Wands over the Queen of Wands. It may be for some of you, you're going to be traveling in the future. I mean, if I used a hypothetical story of a couple that has lost their home, or their home foreclosed, or it got taken away because they could no longer pay their mortgage or something like this. This is a story here. And for you lost the house, let's say. It is very possible for you to have a much better house in the future or a much better situation in the future. And in that story, you would have to go looking for the ideal home or looking for what is to come next. For whatever reasons, whatever foundation you had in the past wasn't meant to be anymore, even though it was possibly extremely painful or sad for you to deal with. But it looks as if you're determined to find the truth in the future and also to maintain your boundaries here. You know, if for some of you have been in a relationship where you've caught your partner lying to you or hiding things from you or being difficult with you, where they get combative in how they speak with you, it looks as if you're getting really strong in the future about how you will be spoken to, treated, and you want nothing but the truth. It may even be that the two of you are seeking something together. Maybe you're looking for a new location or a new job or to find truth about something together. You definitely want to bring more adventure into your relationship where you do more exciting things together, you discover things together. But with this Queen of Wands down on the bottom, this is telling me you have gotten extremely strong about what you will or will not put up with in how you're treated. And if you're going to maintain this relationship, you definitely need to be respected for your own wishes and your own will in here, instead of feeling possibly overpowered by your partner. Or this could be your partner that feels this way as well. It may be that for some of you Pisceans, you may be with an extremely fiery or airy person that is not extremely watery. And so it's going to take some maneuvering in order to balance this out, where you both get what you need. You may need more empathy or more emotional understanding. They may need more activity. You know, this is extremely fiery here. They may need to get out and exercise more If they've been hanging out in the house too much and not exercising enough, that may be causing them to be extremely irritable. These fire signs need a lot of physical activity or a lot of adventure or a feeling of movement in order to feel totally healthy and happy. It may be you both need to compromise a little bit about having your needs be met. Let me pull a clarifier with this. I hate bringing up things like this because I normally don't read this way, but I am getting for some of you or one of you that you may have realized that your partner has been having an emotional affair with someone. I'm not saying that they've been cheating at all. I'm not saying that at all. I am saying that they may have had a wandering eye or they may have become emotionally attached to someone else, which could be this Queen of Wands here. If you're a man watching, this could be another man too. Genders aside, same message, doesn't matter. They may have formed some kind of a bond with someone else, and this has made you feel as though your connection is threatened and you want more emotional connection in your relationship the way that you once did. And so this is making you want to find out the truth about what exactly is happening here concerning possibly another person that they're bonding with. This does not have to be an affair. This could be an emotional affair. If you don't know what that means, I'm sure you know what that means. You guys are Pisces, but if you don't, Google it. It's not physical cheating, but it's where they form an emotional connection with someone else where you feel as though they're spending more of their emotional energy on someone else than on you. Or this could even be you. And your partner feels threatened. But it is important for people in relationships to have extra friendships, and have alliances with other people and to be able to have freedom. So let me see if I can get more on that. Yeah. Let me get one more. I'm getting that your partner needs a little bit more time to blow off steam or to get active. If your partner has been ill and has been low on energy, they need to get up and move their body, whether it's swimming, walking, jogging, doing yoga, any kind of sports, just something to get their chi moving again. I feel as though there's been some kind of an emotional imbalance because somebody is not doing what they need to do in order to be healthy, and that's causing a lot of irritation to happen with your partner. But I am getting, again, it's very important for you to lay down your boundaries or be strong about what you need and about what you will withstand. You are extremely empathic after all. It's sometimes hard for Pisceans to even realize what their boundaries are because it is a sign that doesn't have any. But I am getting that you are being extremely strong in the future about what you need. And what you need is emotional comfort and connection with your partner where your feelings are honored or listened to. And you need more romance in the relationship. You need more to hold hands more or kiss each other on the cheek more, do little things for each other that make you feel nurtured. Some of you may even just need to take a break, maybe go on a short vacation by yourself or with a girlfriend or a friend to kind of reset the relationship where you have some space to yourself and they have some space to miss you if things have gotten a little bit too much in a rut. But I am getting you need more emotional comfort in the relationship and you're willing to lay down your boundaries about it, especially if you feel as though your partner is bonding with someone more emotionally than you are. Meanwhile, I'm getting that your partner, and this could be flipped too, the other way around. It could be that you guys need more physical exercise and adventure and to get out there more, and you feel as though your partner is too emotionally dependent on you. and they need more emotional comfort. It could be flipped either way. But one of you needs more adventure and more physical activity and needs to be able to let their fire out without feeling as though their partner is going to feel vulnerable or attacked by the fire energy, if that makes any sense. Don't take their fire energy too seriously or personally. And one of you needs to lay down your boundaries or lay down the law, so to speak, and to be strong about needing more emotional comfort and nurturing in the relationship and more emotional bonding. If you've been caretaking your partner, you may need a break where you caretake on yourself. If your partner has been caretaking you, perhaps one of you has been ill or one of you has been going through a hard time. If they've been caretaking you, they may need to have a break for a moment to caretake themselves. Either way. But either way here, I see things really getting, if you compare the first 2 weeks of July, it looks like a lot. It looks like a lot. It kind of looks like you're in between the worlds, or you're in between two total stark black and white situations almost, or opposite situations. But remember, your saving grace is the Six of Wands here. If that Six of Wands wasn't there, I would be giving you a completely different story here. But even though it's intense and there's a lot going on, it looks as though you can pull through just fine if you focus on the positive and stay determined to have good things to come. But then near the end of July, this looks great. This looks really great. You may even decide to travel together to go to the ocean, or to go to a pond or a lake, or to connect with water more, or just simply have a vacation or some time out, or even part ways temporarily for a little bit to get back in touch with your own personal energy. Maybe you two have been absorbing each other's energy a little bit too much, where you've lost track of who you are and what you need. So in any case, this looks amazing. Hopefully that helped or made sense. And I'll see you guys soon for your general readings for July. The computer issues have been really difficult this past month in June, and hopefully they will straighten out. I have a friend that's actually going to be giving me another antenna that's supposed to work a lot better than the one that I have. So sorry about all of the choppiness with my channel over the past couple of months. It's been really difficult with the computer stuff and just balancing everything. So hopefully you'll be able to forgive me, and hopefully I'll be able to catch up where I'm back on again. Okay, take care, you guys. I love you. Bye.